Yeah, okay.
Thank you. I work for two also the
Stand up. Well, it seems fairly extraordinary to me that on behalf of the minister, you would not arrange a meeting not only with his constituents, but with physicians, many of whom are from different disciplines across the city, to discuss serious concerns. There's a proposition by the government right now that's going to deny many refugees coming here, some from camps directly, medications like insulin for diabetes. And if you look at this policy, it's really quite fantastic. Maybe I'll show it to you because you're not familiar with it. I mean, just listen to this. There's scenarios the federal government puts out. This is from Citizen Immigration Canada, so I'm not making up the document. And then for refugee claimants from countries not designated as refugee producing or rejected refugee claimants, there's sections here called medical emergency. Listen to this, doctors. Medical emergency dash heart attack. Then it says coverage provided based on client status. For heart attack, none. None for a heart attack. How can that be in Canada in an official document? The federal government puts out a document that says for people having heart attacks, it's not going to provide medical coverage for them, or insulin for diabetics. If you can't come today, we'd appreciate a meeting. Maybe he could phone in. We can deliver our message to him, and then the meeting would be over. But you're not even going to permit a meeting to happen. So it's a bit frustrating for us.
Okay, doctors, you're going to have to go outside. The member of parliament's not here. So I've spoken to one of the organizers outside. It's okay to protest on the sidewalk. But inside the office, once the person wants you outside, you have to go outside, okay?
I just mentioned, as a constituent, I'm disappointed that my MP has a policy that you won't, to instruct you not to contact him when I'm here to speak with him. I think that it's very, as a constituent, to discover that I can't ask you, that he won't take a phone call for you to let him know what's happening is very disappointing.
I appreciate that.
We do have a letter that we're going to leave with you on behalf of the organizing committee, on behalf of all of us, that you can deliver to Mr. Oliver with a contact phone number to arrange a follow-up meeting. Here it is.
Will you commit to delivering it to Mr. Oliver?
I will deliver it to him.
No, I think we're okay.
We have friends now and colleagues in Ottawa who are marching on Parliament Hill as we speak. I just got a text message from colleagues in Winnipeg who are actually at the CIC office. There's a press conference being held right now as we speak in London, Ontario. There's colleagues in Montreal, in Newfoundland who've released press releases as we speak, supporting what we're doing. There's folks in Vancouver and Calgary and Edmonton. They're planning other protests. You know, obviously the reason for this is, as physicians, it's an outrage, the policies that this government is going to implement.
Canada is still a country that invites its immigration. We clearly put out the request because we require it to sustain our quality of life and our standard of living. And to now invite that immigration here, open our arms, and then betray that with this kind of behavior of putting people in jail when they arrive here, that's the most inappropriate thing that a country like Canada could be doing.
Most of these refugees have experienced torture, imprisonment, rape, and Canada is a signatory to the UN Convention for Refugees. The lack of treatment only delays their adjustment into Canadian society, especially if they are ill and they can't go to school. What kind of society do we live in if we can't take care of our most vulnerable populations and we allow children to suffer when they have pain, fever, and other serious conditions? A society is judged by how it treats its most vulnerable population, and I believe that these changes are inconsistent with Canadian values and international law and must be stopped.
Fists in the air, fists in the air, refugees!
Refugees!
Come on, guys. Yo! Hands together.
This is nice, really.